Hey guys, today we're going to talk about thermostats and whether or not you should get a 180-degree thermostat if you don't intend on tuning your car. So this past weekend, I went ahead and installed my SpeedLogic's 180-degree thermostat, and I want to give you my initial impressions. I want to show you the installation process. I'm going to go from the first startup through its first warm-up cycle to see exactly when the coolant starts flowing. And I'm also going to show you guys some real-world coolant temperatures in some stop-and-go traffic. I want to show you guys if it maintains, the temperature of coolant, closer to the degree thermostat that it is, or whether it, basically rise higher than the stock one or operates closer to the stock thermostat. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to talk about my initial driving impressions on whether I think that the 180-degree thermostat is worth it, and if I feel that I've gained any performance, whether that's just maintaining performance or anything like that. So let's get into this video. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and install the 180-degree thermostat that I got from SpeedLogic's. Here's kind of my pre-setup. Got a couple towels underneath there. And I have a gallon Ziploc bag that might catch any coolant that might spill out. All right, so what I did was I grabbed a 13 millimeter wrench or socket, got the extender, this kind of stuff always makes me a little nervous, but I've done it before. It's another good reason to have a bag there. Two screws. So we adjust my bag here. Alright, so I caught most of it. Trying to tuck this thing out of the way so it doesn't leak more. Alright, so basically stopped leaking. Number one thing you're going to want to make sure you do, you see your pin there, it's got to be up right. It's got to match what's currently in there. So I'm going to go ahead, pull the current thermostat. New one is in. She looks right. So I'm push her in a little bit better. And now just reattach the bolts. Alright, she's now tight. Alright, Alright, and then now let's look at our damage here. Gotta do a little bit of cleanup here, but the coolant went right in the bag as hoped. And anything that may have splashed over hit the towels, so that worked out pretty well. And then what I did was I took what was left, poured it right back in there. Went really neat. Alright, so now for the true test. Alright, so it's on. I'm gonna let that do its thing for a few minutes. I'm gonna go out and check and make sure that nothing's leaking. Alright, so looking under here, everything looks good. Checking back. Alright, we're checking back here. Sitting at 100. We're at 111. I'm gonna go take it down the street, and then I will come back. We'll make sure that she sits at 185 just to make sure that it's kicking in at 180 as it should. Alright guys, so honestly, looks like the SpeedLogic's thermostat runs cooler than the jet one I had, because I'm at 179 and it's just sitting there. Ah, there it is, 181. 179. Yeah, so it looks like it's gonna want to sit at 179 when there's air going into the radiator, which is amazing. That's way cooler than the Jet Performance one that I ran in my previous Chargers. So, you know, it'll bounce back up, but it looks like if you got the air running up against the radiator, 179 is gonna be your temperature. Yeah, so I'm just cruising at 35, 40 miles an hour, and it's just the wind against the radiator is keeping it cool. Now, if you sit idle, if you're going to get fast food, it's going to go up to the normal temperature, but as long as you're moving, you're going to be able to maintain probably 195 or under. Alright guys, so as you can see, I'm running 86 degrees, just went to 4 different stores. I'm sitting idle, and my coolant temp is maintaining 83 degrees, which is actually, I mean, it just bumped up, but pretty impressive considering it's been sitting out here in the summer heat. So you can definitely tell that the coolant is running and keeping her a lot cooler than the stock thermostat. Alright, so it's 188. I'm cruising at about 40. And we'll see if the just the air run against the radiator will cool it down a little bit. Yep, down to 86. Let's get a little bit more air on there. And the one thing I haven't done is I haven't opened up the other headlight cap yet. So once I open that up, that'll allow a lot more air to rush in. So I was stopped at a couple stoplights. It got a little bit warm, so I'm just going to cruise for a little bit and see if this thing comes down. So see, she cools right on down. If you got a nice, you know, 1 mile stretch of road. So cool right back down. And that was, I don't know, about a minute of cruising. Now I'm sitting idle, maintaining 92 for a little bit. And so as you see, sorry about the picture, but I mean, as you can see, as long as you're moving air against it, it will cool down. So if you're stuck at a fast food joint, yeah, you're gonna run pretty high, but you know, usually I don't see it even touch 197. I mean, just even in stop and go traffic, it'll find its way down. So to talk about my initial driving impressions, I want to say that I absolutely love this thermostat. As you guys can see, I'm usually maintaining coolant temperatures between like 185, 190. You know, that one time I did get up to 208, but you did see how it cooled down really quickly. And just recently, just today, it was 92 degrees out and I was driving around. And you know, I did have some cruising to do, and it stayed right at 185 the whole time. And with that constant cooling, you know, a lot earlier than the stock thermostat, I found that my response was significantly better. I did not get any like noticeable heat soak, and my power is just consistently there. It's not a horsepower gainer, but what it does is it prevents you from your engine bay getting so heat soaked that you lose horsepower because of your air intake temperatures. So overall, I think it's honestly a must have in my opinion. You know, I was able to maintain peak performance a lot longer, if not indefinitely, and I absolutely love the performance of it. So if you guys have any questions about this, you know, feel free to comment below. And if it's your first time around the channel, please consider subscribing. I definitely will have more content to come. And you guys take care and stay safe. Talk to you soon.